All right, hi Judy.
Hi.
All right, well, we just finished reading Luke chapter 9, verses 28 through 36.
Yes.
Um, we were on lesson 13. And so, tell me, Judy, is there anything that stood out to you in this passage?
It's about the appearance of Moses and Elijah.
Mm-hmm.
Their sudden appearance. Yeah.
And who went with him? Who all was there?
It was Peter.
Peter.
Okay. There were three, but Peter I think was a bit close. But there were three disciples because it was Peter, John, and James
Correct. Yeah.
with Jesus.
But you think Peter was maybe a little closer?
Yeah, he was closer and he was alert at least. Yeah.
What makes you say that? Why do you think he was a little bit alert or uniquely alert?
Because he's the one who said that he can build tents for the two, for Elijah and for Moses. Because if you read 34, it says that while Peter was saying these things, a cloud came all around them. Peter, John, and James were afraid when the cloud covered them. But Peter was bold enough to speak. Yeah, so James did not speak, John did not speak.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
And if you read 33, 33 says, when Moses and Elijah were leaving, Peter said, Master, it is good that we are here. We'll put 3 tents here, one for you, one for Moses, one for Elijah. He did not know what he was saying because it was the Holy Spirit speaking through him now.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he was not aware. It was
Okay.
God using him now. The Holy Spirit.
I never thought of it that way. That the Holy Spirit was speaking through him.
Yeah, he
Okay.
didn't know what he was saying.
That's interesting, huh? Okay. What happened after he said those things?
A cloud came around them and covered them. They were enveloped in the cloud. Yeah, and then they heard a voice saying, "This is my son. He's the one I've chosen to obey him." And the voice stopped. Jesus was alone again.
So we see that we have Moses, Elijah, and Jesus.
Yeah, Moses, Elijah, and Jesus.
Yeah, all in the same spot. Is there anything different between the three of them?
There is, because Moses stands for the law, the 10 Commandments, and Elijah stands for the prophets. But Jesus is the final one now.
Jesus is the final
That's why
one.
they were taken away, and Jesus remained. Yeah.
What does the voice say about Jesus?
He's the Son of God.
The Son. Obey him. How do you think Peter and John and James felt at that moment?
They felt afraid because it was a strange thing. But the voice encouraged them at least. And after that, I believe they believed more in Jesus because God confirmed that is his son.
Yeah.
They believed.
It's interesting. It's so good. Great. All right. Well, let's move on to the new words up at the upper right up here.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is that first word right
First
there?
word is shining.
Shining. Okay. What does shining mean?
Shining is something sparkling. Is it sparkling?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Sparkling. Yeah.
Sparkling. Bright.
Bright. That's a better one. That's a better
Bright.
one. When you look at something that's shining,
It's bright.
it's bright. Sometimes it can hurt your eyes.
But it's not a matter. It can be any color. Maybe. Does the color matter of something shining?
It doesn't matter, no.
Or any color.
Any color, yeah.
Okay.
There's different ways you can shine. You can shine a flashlight. You can look at a flashlight, but also the sun is shining. You can't look at the sun,
Yeah, you
so
can't look at it.
that's too bright. So
Even the clouds,
Yeah.
sometimes they are shining.
Yeah, the clouds are shining. Yeah.
Okay, the tents. Tents is it's in what? A covering or what?
The covering, yeah,
Some
something
kind of covering.
that you live in. Yeah.
But people long ago they lived in tents. I think they had a nomadic life of moving, so they lived.
Nomadic,
They preferred
yeah.
tents,
Yeah.
so that when they move, they
can just pack
fold
it up.
and pack and
Yeah.
like the Maasai in Kenya, but they don't use tents.
Oh, the Maasai in Kenya?
Yeah, but they don't use.
What do they use?
They just build temporary shelters out of mud.
Out of mud?
So when they leave, they just leave it there.
How long does it take to build one of those?
The mud. It
Yeah.
takes a day.
A day?
Just something small.
Oh, okay.
And the cows sleep outside.
Does that sound like fun?
It's fun. One day you'll see.
Oh, I want to see it one day. That's so cool.
They call it manyata.
Manyata? Have you ever?
It's just a round house.
Have you ever
It
stayed
doesn't
in
have
one?
a roof. No, I've seen one, but I've not stayed.
You've seen one, but you never stayed in
It
one.
doesn't have a window. Maybe just a space for ventilation.
It's kind of like an igloo,
Yeah,
except
like,
out of mud. Okay.
Yeah, out of mud.
Oh, cool. That sounds so interesting. We have a tent right here, huh?
Yeah, this is a tent.
Yeah, the church. That's a tent. But that's a big tent.
That's a big tent.
Yeah.
Okay, happen means when something takes place, it happens.
Correct. Yeah. When something takes place. I don't think there's a better way to put that.
What's the meaning of occurred?
To occur?
To
Yeah,
occur.
for something occurred. Yeah, something happened.
Something happened.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay, chosen.
Chosen.
Set apart or
Chosen is set apart. There's another word for chosen.
like which word now? Set apart. Something you liked, you chose.
Something you like, you chose, you picked.
You picked.
Yeah, you picked.
I think picked is better.
Yeah. Chosen is someone picked. This is what verse is chosen in?
It's chosen is in verse 35.
Okay, you found it before me, like usual. Okay, verse 35.
A voice came from the cloud and said, "This is my son. He's the one I have chosen." Meaning God's only son.
Yeah. He's the one I have picked. It's so interesting. Okay, cool. Those were somewhat easy. Okay, good. What do you think it means that God chose his son?
What it means? Okay, if you read Revelation, God was looking for somebody to come and to bring redemption
Okay.
upon the earth, but nobody was willing because of the suffering and what he was supposed to go through. So Jesus said, "Here I am, send me." I think you read the scripture before.
I haven't read
He
Revelation
agreed,
in a
he
long
came.
time.
Yeah, he agreed to come.
Okay.
So he was the only chosen one.
Huh. Okay. That's interesting. I'll have to look into that. I haven't read Revelation in a long time. Okay, let's practice. The men who appeared with Jesus were...
It is B, Moses and Elijah.
Good job.
Elijah is in English, I think Elijah is in Kiswahili.
Oh, Elijah? Okay, alright. Yeah. The I usually sounds like E in Swahili, but with a lot of these names, we make it I. So,
okay.
Moses and Elijah. Yep. Like Levi. I've heard that in Swahili it's Levi. Yeah.
It's Levi.
So.
They were talking to Jesus about his death. Is it? They were talking to Jesus about his death. His death that will happen in Jerusalem.
Yeah.
That is in 30.
Verse
31.
31, yeah. They were talking with Jesus about his death that would happen in Jerusalem.
When Peter woke up, he told Jesus that James, John, and he would put up 3 times to honor this man. A voice came from a cloud, replied to him, "What did it say?" The voice said, "This is my son, he's the one I have chosen, obey him."
Where else do we see that happen?
In the Bible, in this scripture,
In-
in this text we are reading.
No, in the Bible. In
Um,
verse 35, that happens another time
That is when he was being baptized
when he was being baptized.
by
yeah.
John.
Yeah, by John the Baptist. yeah.
That's God was confirming.
Mhm. So Peter and John and James, they saw a lot.
Yeah, they saw a lot. They saw a lot.
uh-huh. Kind of had no reason to doubt, huh?
Yeah, but later on, Peter betrayed Jesus. As you see, when he was, and he saw all this.
Yeah.
So sometimes we forget. Yeah. When Jesus was arrested, he said, "I don't know him. I don't even know him." But when the cock crowed, he remembered.
Oh no. Okay, so Peter, he sees
All this.
Moses, Elijah, and Jesus, and he hears a voice from heaven saying, "This is my son.
Yeah.
He is the one I have chosen. Obey him."
Later on, he forgets.
And then he forgets.
But you remember, Jesus prayed for him before. You remember? There's a place where he said, "I'll pray for you," because he knew.
Oh man.
So Jesus is our advocate. He prays for us beforehand because he knows what will take place tomorrow. Me and you, we don't know, but he has prayed for us. He's the high
Good.
priest.
That's good. That's good. Peter is kind of proud though, isn't he?
He's kind of
Proud.
yeah.
Hey Frida. Hi.
Peter was tough. He was a bit inquisitive. Wanted to know everything. He was always asking questions.
Yeah. He's kind of the brave one,
brave one.
like you said, yeah.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know what he's talking about.
He doesn't know.
No.
And that's why Jesus said, "You are the rock, and upon you I build my church." Yeah.
Huh. So the rock of the church betrayed Jesus? Is that what you're saying?
Okay, God wanted us to learn that if we have faith, we should stand firm. Whatever happens, stand firm. That was an example.
Yeah. I think that verse is comforting to me because, that story is comforting to me because there are times when I forget
You forget.
what God has done for me. I think of how God has blessed me, and sometimes I forget how miraculous He has been in my life. And I betray Him sometimes, but I like what you said. Jesus.
We have a high priest.
We have a high
Advocate.
An advocate. What's the verse that says that Jesus is pleading on our behalf?
I'll check. I'll send you a text.
Okay, thank
I'll
you.
text it.
Yeah. We've been texting each other verses. It's been very encouraging. Okay. Thank you for saying that. Okay.
Whose voice spoke from the cloud? It was God.
It was God. Yeah. Oh, great. Okay. So we started at 4:40. I would say we have about 20 more minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah. Do you have time? Do you have 20 more minutes?
It's okay.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Let's look here. Let's look in the glossary and see what the glossary has to say about some of these words in here, like Moses. I think actually that's the only one for lesson 13.
Moses.
Yeah. What does the glossary say about Moses? Can you read that for me?
Moses, one of the most important leaders of the Jewish people during the time of the Old Testament. God used him to give the people his law, which is often called the law of Moses.
Okay. All right.
The law was tough, that's why Jesus Christ had to come. Because it was an eye for an eye. You hit my eye, I hit yours. But now Christ comes and says we should learn to forgive. He did not break the law, but I don't know, what can I say? There's something he did, because during Moses' time, if you broke my leg, yours could be broken.
Yeah.